I'm here with two of the Australian exchange students, Alex Dillon and Scott Carpenter. It's good to see you again.
Hello.
We were at the Mayor's Banquet here, I think it was about a month ago at Mount Vernon Country Club, and it was exciting to see not only the people from Australia, such as yourself, but also the students that are here in Jefferson County that are going to do the role reversal here this spring and go down under to Sutherland Shire. But I think that our audience would certainly be interested in knowing a little about you. So Alex, give us a little of your background and the fact that you actually were in the United States at one time.
I was. My dad works for Qantas, an airline. So he went to Seattle to do some cover for some other people. And I was only 4 at the time, so I never actually got to go to school. So I've been wanting to do this exchange for a very long time, and I go to Lucas Heights Community School, which is just in the middle of Sutherland Shire. So.
And what year are you there?
Well, we've just finished school at the moment, so I'll be starting my year 11.
That's right, I remember. So you got the privilege of, even though you were out of school for a while down there, here you were in school, and you get to go back to school. So I mean, you're really getting a dose of education this year. So.
Definitely.
And what year are you going to be going into then down there?
Year 11, junior year.
Okay, junior year. So it's the same down there as it is here as far as classes.
Pretty much.
So Scott?
Yeah. I go to Kirrawee High School in the Sutherland Shire, and I'll also be starting year 11. And that's about all.
Okay, great. And I asked you too before the program, have you been to the United States before?
Yeah, my dad also works for Qantas Airlines, and so we get cheaper airfare. So we've been to New York, San Francisco, Las Vegas.
Wow.
So we've been around.
You have been around.
I have.
So. Well, I just wanted to be said when you get back to Australia that we gave you free commercials here on Channel 8, you know, of Qantas Airlines. But, well, how did you learn about the program?
Well, I have, for some reason, I've always known that it's existed, but I remember when I was in year 8, I came across a sign that they put up in the school because the Australian coordinator is actually a teacher at my school. So there were like posters and billboards up all over the school, so I saw it and it said year 10 applicants, so I decided that that's what I was going to do.
And you, Scott?
I learnt through our local newspaper called The Leader, and there was an advertisement for it in there, and my mum gave me a look at it and said if I wanted to go through with it, and I said yes.
Now, is this a competitive situation, or they have a certain amount of slots, and once those are filled, then nobody else can get in, and or do you have to write an essay, or what? How do you get chosen for something like this?
Well, it really depends on how many Americans decide to do the program.
Okay.
But yeah, we go through a lot of selection processes. We have to write about 3 essays. We get our parents to write essays. We have to get recommendations and all that sort of stuff. And then we do a selection process where we have some interviews with the selection committee, and we just do random improvisational speeches and that sort of thing. And then they decide whether we're good applicants, and then they match us up.
Was that pretty much the same way with you then?
They try and get as many people as they can from both cities, and they try and match them up as best as they can.
Well, this is really a successful program.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that this is one of the oldest exchange programs in the entire Sister Cities worldwide organization.
Yeah, it is.
And what is it, 25 years, I think?
25 years.
Lakewood, Colorado, and Sutherland Shire have been exchanging students, and I think that that's really a testimony to the people that are involved with Sister Cities, and also to the students and their families for supporting this program. I got to ask you the question, though. Are you on vacation when you come here, or as you say, holiday when you come here, or do you actually participate as if you were a member of the high school you're attending? You have homework?
Yes.
Well, I'm taking pretty easy classes, but I treat my school here as if I was back in Australia because the grades do count. It's not just a place where you can just slack off and, you know, not do anything. So I attend school every day because I love school here.
Good.
So.
And where are you going? Which high school?
Chatfield.
Okay.
So it is. It's not a vacation. But in a way it is, because you're away from your family, you're away from your friends, you're not living in normal school life. So In a way, it is.
Do you look upon it as, do you feel you've matured as a result of the last 6 months being here in the States?
I know I have. Like, I was shy before I got here, and now I'm more talkative and more outgoing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to sit in the corner anymore.
Well, when we had dinner that night up there, you weren't sitting in the corner. You were enjoying yourself
I was.
and being very, very talkative. And I think that, again, that's the success of the program.
Yeah.
And which school are you going to then, Scott?
I go to Ralston Valley.
And that's up north, so
Yeah,
we're
it
kind
is.
of the spectrums here of Jefferson County schools,
Yeah.
aren't we? The north end and the south end. How's your semester been? Has it been what you thought it'd be?
In a way, yes, but in other ways it's been different. Like, I've really enjoyed myself. It's been a fun time. Got to see some things that we don't have in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we've got the surf, and over here they've got the mountains, so that's been different. But just a different culture as well, and just other different things that they do.
For those who might not be aware, Sutherland Shire is where in Australia?
It's about 45 minutes southwest of Sydney.
Mm-hmm. So is it a suburb of Sydney?
Yeah, it's a suburb. I live in Grays Point, which is one of the other suburbs in the Sutherland Shire.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Gymea, Kirrawee, Sutherland, Cronulla, Lucas Heights, Menai, Engadine, and they're all different suburbs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, say, in Jefferson County, there's Avada, Westwoods, Littleton, like that.
Mm-hmm. And Lakewood.
And Lakewood.
What have you found? I mean, has it met your expectations? Has it been
Well,
what you thought it would be?
we always think, because we see it in the movies, about the schools of the cheerleaders and the footballers and, the whole entire stereotypical thing. So when I actually came down here, I was quite surprised that everything wasn't like it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's better in a way, because I've just enjoyed myself so much more. And there's so much opportunity down here, and there's, in my drama class at the moment, we're learning how to sword fight, and that's something that I would never
Mm-hmm.
normally do in Australian schools. So you get a lot of opportunity when you come on this exchange.
Well, you mentioned, that you lived in basically a suburb of Sydney. How big is Sydney?
It's pretty big. It's huge. How big would it be?
It's
Million? 2 million?
I think it might be around 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
About 6 million.
Because I
about
figure it's pretty good size.
Yeah.
So.
6 or 7.
So and again, being on the ocean, it is totally different. Have you had a chance to take advantage of our mountains? Not only hiking, but anybody gone up skiing yet?
No.
I have. I went on Saturday.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
Good.
And that's probably the best snow that we get down in Sydney. So, and that's just the start of your season. So
Yeah.
I like that. And I went up to Rocky Mountain National Park,
Good.
and that was good. I like that.
Well, I know you took some other trips too. Didn't you go to Mesa Verde, as I recall?
Mesa Verde.
And Las
Mesa
Vegas?
Verde.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
That was
Grand
good
Canyon.
trips.
So,
The Southwest Escape.
yeah. How was that?
Well, I think we are the first group that has gone to Las Vegas at the moment, and that was unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
To just see that, I don't think we'd find anything like that in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Just the lights and the action and everything. It was, and the Grand Canyon was beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
It's a wonder why they call it Grand.
Good. What's been your most memorable experience the last 6 months?
Well, I played on the soccer team,
Uh-huh.
so that was a good experience for me. I enjoyed that.
What position?
Sweeper.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. You get around then.
I do.
Yeah. Alex?
Definitely school and
Okay.
friends. I mean, there's nothing better than making new friends and meeting new people. That's what I love to do, so.
I think
That
it
was
takes a lot of
definitely-
courage, I think back to when I was going into my junior year in high school, that I don't know if I really would have been as strong as you are in saying, hey, I'm leaving for 6 months, because what an opportunity. So I congratulate you on that. What are all these pins? I mean, it looks like we've collected quite a few.
Yeah, it's just a collection. I have some G'day pins, and they sell things from Australia, and then when you go around places, if you just run into a pin store, you just pick one up and
That's great.
To show
Collect
where
them.
you've been.
And I noticed you got a KLTV.
Yes.
Channel 8, so you remember that one
I
from
will.
now on, right? And I think that that it is so important that we continue this dialogue, if you would, as I said in the first segment there with Dave, that it's so important to think of us as individuals rather than of nations. And I think that that's the success of the Sister City program, because it gives you that opportunity to just kind of step back and see the way people really do live. As you said, it's not just cheerleaders and football players, but we have a lot of the same hopes and desires that you have, and you know, hopefully programs like this just make us a better place to be. Let me kind of close and just say, what has been the most beneficial part of this last 6 months for you? Other than the trips or the school, looking back 10 years from now, what will you remember about the visit that you made to Lakewood Sister Cities? Alex?
My family, and getting to live with another family. I mean, like, the people that I live with at the moment are so wonderful, and it's just so great to know that when you go back to Australia, you'll always have another family in another country that you can go and visit and spend time with. It's just wonderful experience.
For me, it's probably the friends, because when I come back, I'll still have those friends, and just it's good to know them. And
do you feel you have an obligation when you go over there now with your people you've been living with and your newfound high school friends that are going to return to Australia with you, that you need to go out of your way, or is it just one of those things you're just going to be as you are, and here's Australia, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did Lakewood? I mean, do you feel an obligation there, or is it that you've formed those bonds that that's not necessary?
Yeah, no obligation. I'm just going to go with the flow, but you know, we normally go to the beach or go to the movies, and Mum's taking us up to Queensland for a little holiday up in the Gold Coast, so I mean, it's just going to be normal daily life, but she'll find it so different that we won't really need to go completely out of our way to show her a good time, because I'm pretty sure she'll be having a good time anyway.
That's great.
Yeah,
Scott?
same sort of thing. Like, well, my exchange students show me around like the stuff that they normally do in life, and I think we'll do that the same in Australia. Like, just get them to show them what we do in like a normal day. I think that she'll enjoy that.
Yeah, that's great that you just said the normal way we do things.
Yeah.
And rather, there's no show.
No.
This is who we are, and we want to share. And I think that that's the success of the program. You guys have been great. I really have enjoyed this. I wish we had a little more time to go in more detail, but again, I've enjoyed getting to know you not only today, but about a month ago, and you're really fine ambassadors for the nation of Australia, and I hope someday to maybe even get down there and say hello to you and your families down there.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
For more information, visit lscp.org on the internet. Join us again on our next show to learn about the people who make Lakewood a great city. For Spotlight on Lakewood, I'm Mayor Steve Burkholder. Thanks for watching, and season's greetings.